First question for you. When you look at getting yourself ready to play, like we just talked about, what are things that you do? What's your routine? How do you get hyped up and bring that energy?
Oh man, it's just my passion for the game. I love the game a lot, uh, and I mean, it just brings me so much joy. And I feel like why play the game if you're not gonna have fun with it? So that's something that I take away from the game. I try to bring it to the game every week.
Hey Phil, a lot is made at Tuscaloosa about getting better just in practice because of who you're going up against in the trenches. Now you're down here in Mobile with guys that are ready to go to the NFL alongside. What do you anticipate the similarities in that between Alabama practices and Senior Bowl practices?
Most definitely, I think playing in Alabama, it has got me ready to and prepared me for this opportunity coming up all week long. So I just got to go out there and just be myself and just do what I do. Don't stress about nothing, and just take one day at a time.
Phil, your work off the field in terms of service work has been well documented over the last couple of years. Could you kind of delve into like specific projects that you have done in terms of service work and how that's benefited your leadership off the field, as well as how that plays together on the field with the leadership that we see with you as a player?
Most definitely, that all comes about, growing up, not having too many guys to look up to. So, just going back home and doing those little things for the guys, well, for the younger guys in my community and also around Tuscaloosa, it means a lot to me because I know what it means, and to not have nobody to look up to or nobody to come back, go back home and see big time players like myself come back and do a lot of things for everybody.
Hey Phil, what are some difficult moments in your collegiate playing career that you've been able to overcome that can help you at the NFL level?
Being patient, I speak that a lot. I had to learn how to be patient and trust the process at Alabama. As a young guy, I didn't understand, getting playing time. I had to be patient. So waiting on my time to come was a big part of what I had to overcome, and I learned it a lot, and it has served me well. So being patient is something that I know I can take to the next level.
How are you, Phil? One of the biggest challenges for the players in your position is that you're going up against the, as we say, bigger, faster, stronger athlete at the NFL level. What are you doing mentally to prepare you for that? Because I know we could talk about technique, but mentally having that person across from you that's just as good an athlete, that's bigger, that's faster, what are you doing mentally to prepare yourself for that?
Just working hard in the off season, getting in the weight room, watching film. It's just the little things that you gotta stay on, and just take what everybody give you and add it to my system. And it all gonna comes along when I get there. But right now my focus is just going out here competing.
Morning, Phil. There's so many Georgia players here. Does it almost feel like round three? And how much mutual respect did you guys develop?
I got a lot of respect for those guys. We came up short, but let me remind y'all, we still run the SEC now. And let that be known. So I got a lot of respect for those guys, and we've been around each other, been actually getting to know those guys more, since we've been around each other. So. Also ready to learn from someone, like Wyatt, learn from him, see what his game like, and also just go to compete.
How much did you play one technique versus three technique, and just what do you think your versatility to play wherever?
Yes, at Alabama we learned to play all, so I've been very versatile to play a lot of end, also three technique and those. So that's something that I think that helped me also, that I can play all and I can showcase that on this big stage this week.
Last couple questions.
Phil, you kind of talked about being patient, staying in Alabama. Overall, what's your thoughts on the transfer portal and players who elect to leave early instead of following that path of your similar resistance like you?
Transporter, I don't know what's going on, but I was always taught, you got. I don't know. I can't answer that question. It's hard about the transporter. It's crazy right now.
Hey Phil, you were here with your teammate B-Rob. If you were scouting B-Rob, obviously going against him in practice, what would your scouting report be on B-Rob?
Grade 8. B-Rob, he runs pretty hard. He's a hard runner. You know, going up with him every day, you know, he get me prepared for game week, you know, and team run. You know, you thudding B-Rob up, it's like it hitting an old school Cadillac, hard body. So yeah, B-Rob, he's a hard runner. I love him to death. Can't wait to see what he does this week also.
Last question.
Phil, you mentioned early in the season about coming back that final year, you wanted to make some memories. We did just touch on the fact that it didn't turn out the way those of us in Tuscaloosa wanted it to, but did you succeed in that effort to make some more memories at Alabama?
Most definitely. No, most definitely. You know, the memories gonna be stuck in my head for my life, for a lifetime. So, you know, just to say I accomplished so much at Alabama, it's a, you know, that's just a pat on the back. But you know, the memories that I made, nobody can top that. You know, coming out of Alabama. So that's always gonna be with me. And those guys know that we always feel we're gonna be brothers. So they know that it's just stuck. We B-side 5 for life.